A woman's body found frozen on the back stairs of a house. Police made the grisly discovery at 15th and Rogers on Milwaukee's south side this morning. The medical examiner says the cold weather was likely a significant factor in the 64-year-old woman's death. An autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow. Well, how did a truck plunge off the Hone Bridge, killing the driver? It happened during this morning's rush hour. The pickup dropped about 50 feet and landed just north of Car Ferry Terminal. The sheriff's office has not yet said how this happened. The driver's identity still being withheld tonight. Skeletal remains found more than 6 months ago in Kenosha have now been identified as 51-year-old Hosea Jackson, a Chicago resident reported missing in 2012. The remains were found in a wooded area off of I-94 Frontage Road in April. Police are still trying to figure out how Jackson died. If you think you know anything that could help, please call Kenosha Police. At least 12 people are dead and as many as 50 are hurt after a semi-truck plowed through a popular Christmas market in Berlin, Germany. Police arrested a suspect believed to be the driver near the scene. U.S. officials are already drawing similarities to the attack in Nice, France last July that killed 90. The White House condemned what it calls an act of terrorism. Expect more security at holiday markets across our country, including the market at Daley Plaza in Chicago. The Russian ambassador to Turkey assassinated in an art gallery. The gunman supposedly shouted his allegiance to the Prophet Muhammad and then shouted that Syria will pay for its cruelty to the civilians in Aleppo. Russia supported the Assad regime in the long and bloody civil war, and that puts the Kremlin on the opposite side of Turkey. Police shot and killed the gunman. Coming up, he's one of the best wrestlers in the state, and he's never seen his opponents. How a local athlete is changing how we view the blind.
And a man wearing a bizarre wig points a gun at tellers during a bank robbery.
And now, it's already happened twice this year, and the FBI is hoping you, the viewer, can help them solve yet another unsolved robbery. Here's CBS 58.7 Krugel. And Port Washington police asking for your help to identify this man who they say robbed a Subway restaurant last night. It happened along Seven Hills Road near I-43. The robber threatened the workers and customers, forced them to lie on the ground as they emptied their pockets. He got away with cash, credit cards, and cell phones. If you can help, call 262-284-2611. An armed robbery at a Milwaukee post office is caught on camera. A gunman stormed the office at 35th and Capitol last week. He stuffed all the cash he could in a backpack before getting away. At last report, there were no arrests. A local car repair shop trying to end the myth that newer cars don't need time to warm up. Westway Auto in West Allis says in below zero temps, you always want to let the engine have at least a couple of minutes before you put the car in gear. And even when you're hunkered down for a weekend storm, it's good to get out there and get the motor humming from time to time.
Go out and start the car, warm it up for a while, and then shut it off and go back in the house. But yeah, don't let it sit there for 2-3 days.
And you might have to turn wider around those corners where the snow is piled up. Hitting a snowbank is a real easy way to tear off your bumper, which in temperatures like this can crack like an egg.
Police will tell you if you do warm up that car, stay with the car, because sometimes the cars have been disappearing.
Very important reminder.
Especially in the Milwaukee area.
Can I just add my own car story for like 10 seconds?
Yes,
so,
do tell.
You know, it is really cold, so I did that what they said, you know, just drive it around a little bit each day. I didn't like, you know, just hide all day Sunday. By today, my tire pressure was so low, out in the parking lot, flat tire, so.
Been there.
Yeah, just can't win in this cold weather, yeah. So
it's rough out there.
I will be in line at the nearest mechanic come tomorrow morning, but at
I'm going to do my best to capture bad guys and find lost children. How's that? Okay.
Okay, I think he did put up his paw. Special swearing-in ceremony for Milwaukee Police today. The department has 2 new K-9 officers, Cass and Eno. The dogs will be used to help with drug and explosives detection, catching criminals, finding missing people, and loving fellow colleagues in blue, it looks like. The K-9s recently replaced 2 retired K-9s. Hey, did you hear a new hotel and apartment building could soon be coming to downtown Milwaukee? Here are some of the new renderings of what could be standing in what is now a parking lot next to the Wisconsin Center and the shops of Grand Avenue. The proposal includes a 276-room expansion of the Hilton Hotel, 200 apartments, a hub for the downtown streetcar, and new retail food options. The Milwaukee Common Council has yet to approve the plan for this space. Remember the doctor at Children's Hospital raising money by selling rocks? Well, at last count, Dr. Dave Margolis brought in $36,000 for the hospital. He got the idea from Nordstrom's designer leather-wrapped rock that sold out, even at $85 a piece. Donors from around the country have now taken up the doctor's offer for a Milwaukee rock, with the proceeds helping sick children in our area. And the doctor will be selling these rocks for a reason until the end of the year. It was a special last-minute shopping trip for some Milwaukee kids tonight, and the Milwaukee Bucks were there, helping them pick out the perfect present. We caught up with them at Kohl's at Bayshore Town Center in Glendale, and you'd think the kids would just go for stuff for themselves, but we found most were just as excited to be buying for a family member.
I came in hopes of buying my sister something since she didn't get the opportunity to come. So I wanted to make her happy by getting her something.
It's just very cool to see at Christmas time, even they're here spending, knowing they can get cool gifts, but they're helping out their families.
Hey, I bet you they know what high tops to buy. The kids were also treated to dinner, a Kohl's gift card, plus 4 tickets to Friday's Bucks game against the Washington Wizards. Another win for the Packers gets them closer to an NFC North title, and the Pack's young players were key in yesterday's last-second win. More coming up in sports.
Couple days, right?
Y'all can expect your Christmas email into your inbox.
How about a New Year's card?
Start a spring card?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll get around to it.
Let's take a look at the temperatures. Nothing spring-like about these chills. We are.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for watching. Stephen Colbert is next.